this vacation wasn't a good idea.
Vacations are always a good idea. No time. Out, quickly. You're miles from your destination. You'll need a hotel tonight.
We don't have time to bid.
You don't have to bid. At Priceline, you can choose from thousands of hotels on sale every day.
We all know Priceline is able to get us great rates on many different hotels at many different prices. But how do they do it? They use something called yield management and revenue management.
It's what I would have wanted.
Revenue management is the practice of setting prices based on varying patterns of anticipated usage, including daily, weekly, weekend, and/or seasonal periods. Prices are typically set higher for peak demand and lower for off-peak periods. This is referred to as yield management. Let's see what our expert has to say about it.
Revenue management in hotel business is managing hotels' rate and inventory, variety of areas, using the reporting tools for the hotel, searching opportunities for maximizing revenue through room sales and other areas of hotel.
In order to need a director of revenue, there are several conditions that the market has to fulfill. That is, they have to have a relatively fixed capacity, perishable inventory, advanced purchasing of inventory, appropriate cost structures, variable demand and segmentable markets. Let's see how Vulcan describes his job.
I describe job this, it's very different every day. It's not a job you sit down and do the same thing over and over, seeking opportunities, and when the industry is and the market is continuously changing, literally every day different plans are, different actions are taken, and we have to be on top of it to make those necessary changes if needed. And it is certainly have been a lot of departments in the hotel, and finally enjoying most in revenue management.
In short, Vulcan's role is to maximize revenue for the hotel. There are several tools and controls revenue managers implement in order to achieve this goal. First, they use rate buckets such as RAC, Corporate, and AAA. There are some guidelines which should be exercised when using the bucket system. You want to make sure to segment your rates based on similar values. When setting prices, account for the cost of the room versus not selling it. Forecast for each bucket how many rooms you're expecting to sell. And lastly, you have to have different rate buckets for group rates. The bottom line is that the overall objective of the hotel is to sell it out as late as possible in order to sell your rooms at the highest rate, so that you can turn away early discounted reservations and accept high-priced reservations. Another tool managers often implement is the length of stay control. Let's hear how Vulcan uses length of stay controls in order to maximize revenue.
Yes, length of stays is one of the most important areas that very critical and very beneficial for the hotel to use it. It has been always encouraged to use it. Effective usage can bring significant success. We do use almost all the time, every day of the week, and the days, same day is the direction, depends on the direction of the hotel. Those are the times you can stop using length of stay, which is the same day arrivals.
Price setting is a never-ending struggle, like this puppy's struggle to get up. While we ponder on both of their struggles, we will explain the concept of pricing. At its core, pricing is composed of cost and revenue, and a manufacturer can use different price strategies to best position his or her product. They can use cost-based pricing, like cost-plus pricing, break-even pricing, contribution margin pricing, or cost percentage pricing used by the restaurant industry, which determines the markup on the cost. Another strategy is value-based, such as psychological pricing or reservation pricing, and generic pricing strategies such as skim pricing, penetration pricing, match pricing, and neutral pricing. Airlines have used revenue management for over 25 years, and as you can see in this picture, airlines use demand to set their prices. For example, flights on the day before New Year's Eve will cost a customer $4,741, whereas if we choose to fly out on New Year's Eve, we will save over $3,000, mainly because no one wants to travel 15 hours on New Year's Eve to Poland. Despite the fact that they're the exact same flight, airlines can change their prices according to the economic principle of supply and demand.
You were there the day the Priceline negotiator went down in that fiery bus crash.
Yes, I was. We lost a beautiful man that day. But we gain the knowledge that Priceline has thousands and thousands of hotels on sale every day, so I can choose the perfect one for me without bidding.
Is it hard for you to think back to that day?
Oh my, this one has an infinity pool. I love those. They just, and then drop off. Kind of like the Negotiator.